ultra fast tumble dryer. How cool is this? Power cord, quick start, and a metal grate. Hi, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Morus Zero Tumble Dryer. It was sent to me to try out and to do a review and share it with you guys. So I've been using it. I just took a trip where I did a mobile build renovation, and I took it with me so that I would be able to use her pool, dry my swimwear and towels along the road in the van. So I'm going to give you a full review on how I like it and how it works and the energy that it uses, and let's get started. First off, let's take a look at all the specifications. This dryer, you can get it in white or you can get it in gray. It's 28.6 pounds. It's 16.5 inches wide, 19.25 inches tall, and 20.75 inches deep. It does come with a rack that you insert into that so that you can dry your shoes. It is only AC power supply. It does not have a cigarette lighter adapter. It has to be AC. It runs around 1100 to 1200 watts per the specifications. Now with that, it heats up that temperature about 100, the surface temperature out here, about 121 degrees, interior about 170 degrees. It does have a magnetic filter on the inside of it, a lint filter, and it also has a water collection tray down here in case you can't get your clothes out there on the road wrung out real good. It does have a collection tray that collects water. If you try to open that tray up while the dryer is going, it's got a safety feature. It'll automatically shut the dryer off. The exhaust, where the hot air comes out, is in the back, so you don't want to put this too close to the wall or in a too tight of enclosed surface, because it needs to breathe. It breathes back here in the back, and also the power inlet is in the back of the dryer. The LED screen, the control is on top of this. It's got a power button. You can adjust the time of the dry and the cycles. It's got, let me stand up and read this. You can set it on smart dry, quick dry, shirts, silk, warm, refresh, shoes, or sanitize. And depending on what setting you put it on, that will depend on the time that it cycles for. Now, what I did every time was I put it on the smart dry because I wanted to see if this thing would know when my stuff was dry. So I put the item in and it would automatically set at 15 minutes on the smart setting. But at 15 minutes, if the items inside were not dry, it keeps cycling until it senses that they are dry. So that was an amazing, I like that feature. So let's talk about my tests, my reviews. The homeowner let me come in and take a shower, and she's got a room, but I would rather hang out in the van as long as the weather permits. So I took a shower, and I've got my towel in this little dryer here, and I'm gonna see how it works. The smart sensor sensed it at 15 minutes, so we'll see. All right, dryer's done. Let's see if 15 minutes was enough to dry my towel. Oh yeah. That's completely dry. 15 minutes on smart dry. It decided how long to run it. Threw my wet towel in there. It is completely dry, and I can reuse that tomorrow. All right, since I am doing this build at this lady's house and she's got a pool, I took the opportunity to bring my swimsuit since I have a dryer at my disposal. So I got done working and I went for about a 30-minute swim or so. So I'm gonna throw my towel and my swimsuit in there. I'm gonna see how long it takes for all this to dry. It's pretty wet though. All right, I went ahead and did my swimsuit separate. My towel is pretty big and I didn't want to overload it. It's got a line right here that says max and I didn't want to overload it. And so I put it on smart dry. It did go for 15 minutes. So we'll see how dry it gets in 15 minutes. If you are in a van and you like to hang your towels up, put a little hole in them here and stitch that so it doesn't get any bigger, and then you can hang it up and you don't have to worry about it falling, because it's very hard in van life to keep your floor clean. Let's see how we did. The shorts and my swimming bra looks like they're dry. My swim shirt is still damp, so I am going to put that back in there for a little while. I did open it up because it was still cycling after 15 minutes, so I think the dryer realized that something wasn't dry and it kept rotating, so we're going to run it for a little bit longer. So the dryer shut off and I didn't think that it had been 15 minutes yet, but I had it set on that smart setting and I don't know if it sensed that this was dry, but it is dry. So I'm going to still be doing some more testing on it, but I definitely didn't just, it's set for 15 minutes and it did not go for 15 minutes, and my shirt is dry. So I'm loving this thing so far. All right guys, I put it on smart dry. I've got a wet towel in there. I wrung it out as good as I could, probably like you would in the van, and we're going to see how many kilowatts it uses, and it's going to run for 15 minutes. We'll see how many watts it's going to use. All right, I wasn't watching. The towel got dried in about 30 something minutes, and it's actually still ticking because the power is still on, and we used 360 watts of power. All right, guys, so you can see I had fun testing it out while I was out on the road. So when I got back, I wanted to do another test on it to find out exactly how many watts it used to dry, you know, a load. So I put a very wet towel in here. I wrung it out just a little bit, and I put it in here and I put it on the smart dry. So after 15 minutes, it didn't kick off because it knew it wasn't dry. So it ran a little bit longer. I got distracted. In 40 minutes, I went back and it was completely dry. It had used about 360 watts of energy. So I feel like compatible, you know, 3 or 4 pairs of socks, a couple pair of underwear, a bra would have been about the same equivalent. 360 watts out on the road to get all those items dry for me would be worth it for me, especially on a sunny day, the sun's shining, I'm still pulling in that solar. So it would definitely be worth it, and very, very handy, convenient to have in the van. Now, my van doesn't have a whole lot of room extra where this could go, but if you were designing a build and, you know, as a travel nurse, this would have been a game changer for me. I had to go to the laundromat frequently because I needed to wash those uniforms. Having this on the road as a travel nurse would have been fantastic. If you've got little kids that are constantly playing in the dirt and in the creek or whatever, having a dryer where you can every day throw some clothes in and during the sunny part of the day do a load of clothes, that would be a game changer. So I will say, if we talk about the cost, this is $599 on Morus.com website. So it's really compatible with what a normal dryer would cost. So, you know, good or bad, I feel like anytime you get something compact, that they tend to charge more for it because of the convenience of being able to have it in that small location. So price wise, I feel like compatible with a big size dryer, but just a little pricey. But for the convenience of having it in your van and being able to hand wash daily or every other day and dry them and get that. I don't know about you, but when I hang dry clothes, they don't have that softness that a dryer has. So for me, I like the I love it. I think it's I think it's a really cute design. It's a pretty design. It's very aesthetically pleasing if you were going to put it in your RV or camper or apartment. So anyway, I enjoyed testing it. I think that it really could be very helpful to those on the road with a need, whether you work on the road or nursing on the road, kids on the road. So I do feel like it could really be handy for many people. So enjoyed testing it and I like it. So anyway, guys, there you have the Morus dryer, portable dryer. And thanks for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video.